guys, welcome back to the Simplicity Sisters. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the channel and what's been happening. If you are a current subscriber, you might have thought that we have quit YouTube because we have been really bad about not posting new videos over the last month or two, and I'm sorry, it's not something that we deliberately did. It just kind of happened. Caroline has had some technology issues, some storage issues, and I've just been trying to wrap up the school year with my kids with homeschooling, and so it's just been a really busy time of year. It always is in the spring, like around April and May. So I've been thinking about YouTube and having some great video ideas, but just the getting down to the actual video editing process has been difficult. So we haven't made new videos, but we are planning a lot, and we're going to be working on more, I think, shorter videos coming out this summer. School is now over for us, so I do have a lot more time, so I have a lot of plans for lots of videos for YouTube. So just wanted to let you know we haven't quit. And actually we did just reach 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for your support. It was a very exciting milestone for us that we've been kind of honestly didn't think we would hit. We're very happy that people have supported us, so it's been very exciting. The kitchen is always my favorite place to declutter because no matter how much I've decluttered in the past, there's always more to do. So today we're gonna work in the kitchen. My kitchen really needs a deep clean, so you'll probably see me doing some cleaning as well, but there are things that need to go. Things just seem to like kind of appear in the kitchen from who knows where. So we have a lot of stuff to do, and we're gonna get started now. This video is in collaboration with Dawn from The Minimal Mom, just like the others in this series. And honestly, Dawn has been the reason that we have reached so many subscribers because she has generously allowed us to join in these challenges with so many other amazing vloggers. It's been super fun. We've loved doing it and watching the other videos as well. So make sure you look in the description box for the playlist, and you can see all the other kitchen declutters and kitchen renovations that everyone is doing together for June. So it's gonna be awesome. I hope you watch all of them and subscribe to the new channels that you haven't checked out yet. So now we're gonna get into the kitchen declutter. So much to do, can't wait. So I just finished my morning vlogging work. So my computer's still out. It often is in the kitchen. We don't have a desk or an office. So here's our kitchen, just kind of in progress. We have a lot of health issues. We take a lot of supplements, and they're almost always out. They're supposed to be up there, but clearly that cabinet needs some significant effort. Just need to put the dishes away. This is just kind of our regular kitchen setup. Honestly, this place needs a deep clean, and I've been talking about that. It's definitely on my long-term list. Not sure if it's gonna happen today, but today we're just gonna look and see what needs to be decluttered and get things back into shape. So I'm very excited to have this space in a better visual place. Hi guys, it's been a long time. I actually have a whole, like a 40-minute kitchen declutter video that I filmed in November, and I haven't been able to get it out because of storage issues, but I'm gonna just go through today and do a couple of little things in the kitchen. Just well, we're moving soon, so I'm gonna be probably putting out some videos about that, but that's kind of what's on my radar right now. So I'm gonna go through and see what I can get rid of pretty quickly. All right, here's the biggest news lately in my kitchen. We have packed away all of our old dishes, and they're very sentimental. I've talked about them before, but they're from my grandparents' lake house that we grew up in, going and spending lots of family time together. And I've always loved the 70s style stuff. And I was the one who kind of inherited most of the stuff from that house, like the dishes and a lot of the towels and everything, because honestly, most of the other people in my family didn't really want them because they're like 70s style. So we've used them our whole marriage and we love them, but I think that they have heavy metals in them and they are very clunky and most of them are breaking. They're not dishwasher or microwave safe. So it's painful and I don't know yet if we're gonna get rid of them or not, but I'm gonna show you what we got instead. Are you ready? It's just Corelle. It's white Corelle and a couple of little random pieces. The stuff that we use the most. And that's what we got for Alex and I. And we might keep the other stuff as backups because we do have people over a lot. But things look pretty good in there. And then I'm gonna show you guys what we got for the kids because I really like it so far. Okay, a lot of these are dirty in the dishwasher right now because we've been using them several times a day. This is the Grow Forward brand. It's kids dishes. It is, I'm gonna try to get it right. It is BPA free for sure. It's melanine free. And it is, I learned the difference between bamboo and plant-based because bamboo can have a lot of other stuff in it and different types of plastic byproducts. These are compostable, so that's pretty cool. And the colors I love, like the green one has little, you can't really see it, but it has little kind of pinkish flecks in them. And this one too has some flecks. I'll take a picture of them because they're much prettier, not in this lighting. Here are the plates. And like I said, some of them are in the wash right now. But I love that these are compostable because that makes me feel safer too about putting hot stuff on them, that it's not gonna be, sorry, that's my refrigerator. It's not gonna be leaching stuff into my kids' bodies when they eat hot food off of them or if they have, you know, oatmeal or soup or something. And also, well, they're not, I think you can microwave them, but it's not advised. Amazon said you can, but when we researched it from the actual company, it said not to do it. And that's not a huge problem for us, especially because we do have the Corelle and it's microwavable. So if we had things that we need to heat up in the microwave, we just throw it in the Corelle and then put it in. We don't really want a microwave anyway, but our house came with one and it's really hard not to use it sometimes because it's super convenient. But I just thought I'd throw this out there because I spent a lot of time, as did Alex, researching good, safe plateware for our children. I wanted something, they're young and they're really wild and they make so much noise. I didn't want to use stainless steel. I could have used stainless steel if I was going to do something that wasn't microwavable. But I'm so tired of the banging that it's just like they drop stuff all the time on the floor. It's so loud. So I felt like something like this, it's not like it's quiet when you drop it on the floor, but it's quieter and it's just not as, I don't know, it's really pretty. It's hard to even explain, but they're just really pretty and the kids were really excited about them because of the colors. And I think that's more my style than like a stainless steel. I'm not really like a silver type person. I love how safe stainless steel is, but I just wanted to show you guys that because we've had them for probably a month now and we do really, really like them. And it's nice to have backups for when guests come over. We do have kids come over sometimes and we'll have something for them too. And I love that it's safe and that at the end of its life, we can just throw it in our compost pile. So I just wanted to show that. So I've got the kitchen back into clean shape, everything put away. When your house is minimalish, it is so easy to clean up. And that is a huge relief because I just don't have that much time. So I know that typically when you're decluttering, you're not thinking about getting rid of food items, but I think I'm gonna go through my pantry and just see if there's anything that I would want to donate to the food pantry because our eating habits definitely fluctuate a lot through the year because we have so many health issues. We probably should be gluten-free and dairy-free and preservative-free and some other bad stuff free, but we're not always. So what will happen is we cycle through the things that we eat or don't eat, we cycle through like pretty frequently. So I do like to take a look. You can see that my storage dishes are not in great shape. But here's some of our pantry stuff. Don't need to get rid of the beer. This will take to a party over the summer. Got chicken broth, that's fine. I use this spicy V8 for my chili. That'll work for soup. The Gatorade I bought for COVID, basically when we thought, you know, there was gonna be no way of getting any. What I'm gonna do is definitely back here, I'm gonna get rid of these Diet Dr. Peppers because I know they're really bad for me. I shouldn't be drinking them. I have issues with my stomach, so I never should have bought them. I'm also gonna get rid of this little syrup caddy because the truth is we never use it, even though it's super cute. And I like how vintagey it is. Here's some popsicles. We really love these, by the way. Organic juice ice bars from Costco. They're basically just juice in the little frozen, like the long strips. So I like that. Let's see what else is back here. Just a couple of jars. I used to have so many jars and I've really cut back. So I do like to keep those just in case I do a little face, like a face scrub recipe. So I keep that. I'm gonna neaten this up, so hang on. All right, this is back the way I like it. I really like to store all of the lids on the containers. They don't quite fit comfortably because of this, but we have the space, so it's okay. This is our junk food stash, and it's really upsetting right now. So I am definitely going to pull this out and go through it, find out if anything's expired or stale, or just needs to be donated because we shouldn't have it, and maybe get everything like in better shape. So I'm gonna do that now. In the description box, I'm gonna put a bunch of links to other kitchen decluttering videos that we've done. I truly believe that the kitchen is the best place that most people should start in their decluttering process because it makes such a difference in the day-to-day routine in a home. So I'm gonna link to those, make sure you check them out. This may not actually look any better, but I actually know everything that's in there now and it's all where it should be. It looks pretty messy, but honestly, I don't really mind as long as I know that we have what we have and I know that we're gonna eat it. So it's okay that it doesn't look great to me. I'm fine with it.
I know this is random, but I think it's really important to go sometimes through your vitamins and your medications. And maybe it's weird, actually Leah does this too, but we both keep our vitamins in the kitchen. I don't know if anyone else does that, if that's normal. I don't know many people who seem to do that, but we don't have a medicine cabinet, and I keep my pills where my water source is, and that's in the kitchen. So I just went through all of our pills, and we've just gone through a lot of changes lately with our health and with the things that we eat and the vitamins that we take and everything. So I actually was able to get rid of a lot of stuff, and I found some prescription painkillers from 2016 when I had my first child. And we do like to keep the prescription painkillers as long as we can in case of emergencies, but I'm not gonna keep that from 5 years ago. So I'm tossing that, I'm tossing several things, and I'm also just getting rid of several supplements that I don't take anymore. And that was really a big relief. That was nice to get out of the kitchen, and especially because I had kind of just gone through everything. I was surprised I still was able to find some pills to get rid of. So anything out, especially before a move, is really important and really great to get out. So in an unpopular choice too, we've recently switched. I'm gonna do a post about my health soon, but we have stopped taking stevia and monk fruit. Alex and I were keto for a minute, and we've just stopped all the artificial sweeteners, even stuff that I once thought was not artificial. And we've switched kind of back to just actual traditional sweeteners. So it's good to get a few things out of our coffee cabinet as well.
Okay, let's take a look at this top cabinet. It gets a little crazy up here because it's really hard to reach. So we've got a bunch of chips and snacks over here, popcorn, some grain-free chips, all the stuff. We eat a lot of chips, which may be something I should consider changing. Over here we have our napkins. Again, not a great way to store them maybe, but they're okay. These are my cookbooks. I really only have 3 cookbooks now, and one of them could probably go. The Better Homes and Gardens cookbook, I honestly don't really reference. The other 2 I do really like. And then we have this folder, sort of an accordion folder over here, the white one. And that is where I put most of my recipes. That way I found it's really easy to put cut out recipes, printed out recipes, recipe cards that were handed down to me, just a lot of different kinds of recipes all go in that expandable folder. So I do find that to be really helpful. In the back, we have some heirloom items that we're gonna save that were, belong to my husband's mom and things like that. So we're gonna keep that stuff up there. So there's not much I can do up here. I feel like it's okay, even though it doesn't look great. This is our pantry, and my husband did go through it for us over the weekend, so it actually looks great. Everything is where it needs to be. I would like to get a bin for my bread or a bread box, but I just haven't come across one that I liked yet, so still have our bread just sitting in front.
Found a little jar of old espresso. I don't know how old it is. It was tucked behind something and I didn't even know it was there. So why do I do this? Why do I continue to do these things? Anyway, that's getting thrown out.
Here's a terrible drawer that I'm ashamed of, and it's all of our cups and lunch supplies and picnic items, so I'm gonna go through that for sure. Classic challenge whether to keep all the reusables or go with disposables. I feel like reusables are so much more bulky, but of course they are more ecologically responsible. So okay, I think we have gone through this drawer. It's always so much in there. We are very big on reusables. We have always tried to do reusables rather than disposables, but that means that we have a lot of stuff collected from all of those years of not using disposables. So I do have a lot of items here that I'm gonna go through, and I think some of them need to go. So here's some of our stuff that I'm kind of iffy on. I think I am gonna let go of the cloth napkins, just because I think if we were really gonna go back to cloth napkins, it would be time to get fresh, because they're vintage, they're not as absorbent anymore. So I think I'm gonna donate those. Someone could probably strip them and they would be really good, especially since they are old. But the truth is we don't use them. I think I'm just gonna move on from that phase. I hope that nobody is angry that I'm not really using cloth napkins anymore. These are all lids for cups that we do use on a daily basis, so I am gonna put those in a Ziploc bag. This straw is no longer applicable to our lives, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I think I'm gonna get rid of these 2 bottles. They're kind of a little young for my girls. They don't use them anymore. I am gonna get rid of these popsicle molds. They were really fun, but they're also kind of hard to clean, and we just are not gonna use those at this point in our lives. These cups I'm on the fence on. I do like to have a few cheap kids cups around, and these were from Costco. We like those little lids and stuff. Might keep that. This is my son's, and I think I need to keep it for his lunches once lunch season is back. Okay, so this is where we're at. Again, it probably doesn't seem minimal, but it is organized, and we are using all these things for the most part, so much better than it was.
Just as a random little tip, if you have really poor grouting like I do, the people who renovated our house before we bought it did not do the grout correctly, or in fact at all. So water gets back here and mildew grows. So what I've started doing is just putting a thick washcloth here, and I just change it out like once a week. It just catches the runoff water. So if you have a problem like that, like I do, then I would suggest maybe doing something like that. I can't afford mildew to grow in my house.
I'll definitely link to my spice declutter video, because I've done this before, but it gets messy really fast. So I just like to go through really quickly and straighten it up.
Lastly, 3 things that will improve your kitchen immediately if you don't already have them. One is anti-fatigue mats. I don't know how anyone lives without these in their kitchen. If you do, then you probably have really good joints. I don't know what else to say. We got ours from Costco, and I don't know how I would sit there and stand and make 3 meals a day without them. Huge difference in my life. The second thing is a compost bin. This has changed my life in so many ways. We just love composting. I know that's a dumb thing to be obsessed with and a little bit nerdy about, but I just really enjoy doing it. It really improves the soil. It keeps things from going into landfills that will never decompose in a landfill. It also keeps your garbage from being stinky and wet. Do you know how you always have like breaks in your garbage bag and things dripping and everything? That never happens to us anymore because we compost all of the liquid type stuff. It's in our metal compost bin. I'll show a picture of it. And it's just made a huge difference. It keeps all the liquids contained, and then we just dump them in the yard. And they have a place to actually, help replenish soil in our yard instead of just, like I said, going to a landfill. So I love our compost bin, and maybe I can find one that's similar to mine and link it. I got mine at Goodwill. And the third thing is, okay, number 3 is gonna be a weird one, but hear me out. Get a tablecloth that you love for your table. I have found one. I can link it. It's on Amazon if you guys want. The reason I think this is important is because you know how in the world of minimalism and clutter, they always talk about your table being like a drop-off point for clutter and everything. This has really been bad for us. And our kitchen is on the top floor, which is unusual, but it's still been an issue. It's not like a walk in the door and drop things off point, but we bring the mail up here and it's a bad spot because we'll do Play-Doh on it and art. We just have tons of stuff going on, and as we become homeschoolers in a little bit, it's gonna just get worse. The best thing that I have done to keep my table clean is getting a tablecloth. And actually, the reason I got a tablecloth is because this is my grandmother's old table. It's not super well made, honestly. It's Formica top with a wood base. And the wood was just starting to deteriorate underneath the Formica. And it was because my kids just are so rough with it, and there was so much moisture all the time. So they would spill something or they would eat something, and no matter how fast I cleaned it up, it was like it would just stay there. So I found that when I cleaned the table and just put a tablecloth right on top of it, it just absorbed that. That's why I got it. But when I got it, I realized that I would put a bowl of fruit out on it. It would make the fruit more enticing. We would want to eat fruit more, and just, it gave me motivation to clean my table and not just have a table out. And my family knows now if there's a tablecloth on the table, then they're not allowed to just chuck their junk on it. And we actually remove the tablecloth when we eat, so I don't have to wash it all the time. I have another one that I use for eating on if we need to, or if we're eating outside or something, but this is just basically like a decoration tablecloth, and I'm fine with it. It keeps my table clean. So that's my third tip for just kind of tidying your kitchen a bit, or maybe improving things, and definitely standing on something comfortable when you are food prepping and cooking. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leah and I love seeing all the comments and all the followers that we're getting. It's been so fun to be part of the Minimal Moms playlist. And we are going to be on it more in the future. We did take like an accidental hiatus because life happens, but we're gonna hopefully be getting back to it, and I'll be making some moving videos soon too. So let me know in the comments, please, if you'd like anything in particular, or if you have any suggestions for me, because I hate moving. It's so stressful. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.